Alright, so essentially in this town, they like pretty much the military guys like know how to like see their okay, so their profiles have a built in like I don't know, it's like a pass. They basically like it just like locks it would be like it's kinda like I got a flag on Facebook and it like restricts everybody from seeing my Facebook. It's like that. But it only works once. Right? And that it's not an individual profile, it's like one of the Facebook groups. And think about the Facebook group getting a flag and having the whole group itself restricted. So, then, what these people in this town, this is like where where once that happens, then they sit around sound torturing people in speakers. And that most of them were getting that, like, you know, they come up with like 1,000 dumb, retarded reasons or whatever. And then somebody closes off their group. And, and then they turn around and start doing all of the same things that had them needing to get that stuff shut down. So then they just sit on loops, and this is where the Mormon temple was just sitting there, like they would close off their stuff, and then they would sit around torturing people, and they would start raping kids and shit again, and then they would close it off again, and then they would just keep that going because all those people were the Mormon temple's victims also. And so then they turn it into like their tech psycho optimization or something. Even one person doing that shit. So if you guys are pissed, go find Mopey and then take him out to that camp. Do the bell to his face or whatever it is you guys need to please your own internal fucking pedal bang, okay? That's just what it is. And that pretty much nowadays you only get one. They only get one chance. And so this is like where the shit with the Mormons, they were being the gatekeepers for that during Donald Trump administration. During Donald Trump administration. Now it only works once. And that part of making all of you realize that nobody's giving you people passes. All anybody is doing is showing, look, you close it off, and then they sit around doing it again. And then you close it off, and then they sit around doing it again. And so then, pretty much, if they sit around getting sound tortured like little whiny pedophiles, that's their own fucking fault now. They have this dumb idea about keeping everybody like they're like a narcissist basically. And that right when you help them, then they'll destroy, then they'll do everything that wouldn't be helpful to themselves. And then when you help them, then they'll destroy it. Then when you help them, then they'll destroy it. And they'll just go back and forth. And then that's all they do. They just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, nowadays, pedophiles won't use common sense whatsoever. Okay? They just won't. All the things that used to be like a subversively cultural accepted idea about giving people second chances, they won't. The moment you give them a second chance, then they'll just do everything that would require them to get a second chance again. And that's all they do. And so, that in the end is like an unsustainable thing because basically, right when they get a chance to, they just go right back to their victims and they just go right back to torturing them. Pretty much within hours sometimes. Okay? It's all they fucking do. They can be Donald Trump pedo bang at 70 years old, or they can be dumb little Moby at 20 years old in his little Mormon pedophilia world. right? It doesn't matter. They're all just trained to just be doing that shit all the time. That's all they fucking do. So hey, cops, every time you guys spark up some new group that you guys pedal banged in and your guys' 784, each one theoretically has one cover up in it. And so if you don't keep everybody from doing it, and that, yeah, don't forget that your guys' belief in nobody understanding the speakers and shit, that ruins your guys' whole exposure shit. Okay? Just that one thing. So everything that you guys do, harassment online, fucking tech gaslighting shit, all the sound shit, fucking voyeur exploitation shit, all that stuff. You get the shit closed off, break the computer, and fuck off for the rest of your fucking life. That is what you do. So if you guys really wanted to do optimization that came in psycho pedal bang executive, you guys should just realize when you get your chance to walk away, you're supposed to. But instead, you guys want to act like little weird pedophiles and shit all the time. You just leave it exposed and watch as the rest of the dark web world knows how to fix all of it. And nobody should ever be giving them anything anymore. They don't do anything differently. They just continue doing the same shit. And that you know what? These people are so dumb in this town that they literally think that doing this is what prevents them from going to prison. It doesn't. The stuff that prevents them from going to prison is the inability of extrapolating the evidence to walk in and to arrest them. See, when the dark web of this stuff finally gets busted, the people, the groups that walked away, when the government comes across that, they won't be able to see that stuff. I mean, is this pedo stealing stuff so exciting that you guys have to sit around all day and like notice when somebody sniffs their nose? I mean, is that literally such an awesome, like, it's so exciting that you guys literally have to do that because you guys are so addicted to what? Noticing somebody breathe? Is it just so exciting? See, this is how I know that they're like literally like imbeciles, okay? I know that they are because this is like what they do all fucking day long. It's like I went through all those dark webs. Well, there was massive amounts of people getting sound tortured. And so essentially I was able to get a military guy to be finding those people and to be closing off that stuff for them to walk away. So that a bunch of victims everywhere wouldn't sit around getting sound tortured. But you could tell them to their face, here is what you have to do. And that they will literally do the opposite. All the time. Now then there's like this clerk in the Benton County that always wants these like weird psychotic pedophiles to be doing that stuff all the time. I don't know. Probably because she's like part of some group that like feels sympathetic for them. And then she presents herself as some sort of like person that reforms those people. And then anybody that talks about it, and she like works with all these cops who like go around like letting people get tortured everywhere until nobody talks about it. So, notice I talk about it and that stupid bitch can just fuck off.